Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we're going to go take a look at Ethereum. Now I think in the short term we've got some real concerns when it comes to Ethereum that we should talk about and educate people around. Long term I'm really bullish on Ethereum, but short term there's some stuff that really needs to be raised, and I'd really be interested to get your views and opinions. So do let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to jump in the Discord, it's absolutely free. Link is in the description of this video. Over 4,500 people talking about crypto 24/7, supporting one another, navigate the space safely. So why not go down there and chat with people? Okay, let's get down to the desktop. So here we are on coin market cap. Now the total market cap of all crypto is down 0.27% at $929.84 billion. And there's potential for rate hikes, and I think it's really important to be aware that obviously Jerome Powell is going to be talking later and sort of going over what the interest rate hikes are likely to be moving forward. So we should be really aware this market is ultra volatile at the moment, and yeah, I'm interested to get your views and opinions on whether you expect a pump or whether you expect a dump. Let me know in the comments below. But Bitcoin is at 19,162.91. It's pretty much flat at the moment, but it has been going beneath the 19k occasionally. And Ethereum is at $1,350, and that's down 15%, more than 15% in the last 7 days, as I've articulated a few times in previous videos. So there is some concerns that I've got in the short term. I do expect to see a much lower price for Ethereum in the short term, but long term really bullish. But I think people should really understand where Ethereum's kind of sat right now and the concerns that I think we should be talking about, right? So the first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Ethereum has dropped as much as 20% since the merge, and obviously it's 15%, more than 15% in the last 7 days. So yeah, I wanted to highlight that. It's something that we did highlight before the merge happened, that it was going to be a big nothing event, in the respect that nothing's really changing it. You still need the layer 2s, you still got scaling issues, you still got cost issues around the fees and all that side of stuff. This is a much bigger plan. Obviously, I'm not trying to take away from how significant the merge was. It was huge, probably the biggest event in crypto for a very, very long time. A lot of work's gone into that, and nothing should be taken away from that fantastic news and the energy savings, right? But the other thing that needs to be highlighted is the SEC declaring basically complete control over Ethereum network, right? Basically, they're saying, or I guess implying that Ethereum is solely the US. It belongs to the US, even though less than 50% is actually managed out of the US. Address wise is really interesting, right? Because I say address wise, but like mining slash I guess the pools, right? Now that it's a proof of stake out of the US, but it's still less than 50%. So it makes me interested as to how they can make out that they own and have control over all of Ethereum. Really concerning, that they're doing that, because a lot of projects that are running on Ethereum, do they then control those, and is that how they're going to start to roll out enforcement action? It's almost like they're trying their best to do anything that they can get away with in order to be able to make money out of basically putting good businesses out of out of business, and ruining retailers' lives, even though they're supposed to be here to protect us. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. We've got a 40% plus of Ethereum proof of stake nodes are controlled by just 2 addresses. And this is really, really concerning, because it's become very, very centralized. So what I thought I'd do now is just drop a clip from our interview with Charles Hoskinson and his views and opinions on this. Full interview link is in the description of this video if you do wish to give that a view. But here you go. Let's listen to what Charles had to say.
And then on our side, there's like how to do proof of stake properly. I think ultimately Ethereum is going to have to move more in that direction, because there's just some bizarre design decisions right now. 𝗕𝗪𝗪 have never really made any sense to me. And I think the space is starting to realize the consequences of them. I mean, 2 addresses making 46% of the blocks is pretty nuts, and it's not going to get any better.
So, kind of aligns to what we've been saying for a long time now, that, we've got real concerns in the short term for Ethereum. Nick and myself have never really been huge fans of Ethereum in the respect that, the gas fees are just far too high. They have, scaling issues, and ultimately, you just look at the DeFi aspect of things and you see lots of projects being rushed to market, and ultimately they end, some of them end in disaster with lots of hacks, and we've seen that loads recently. And I think this is something we're going to continue to see in the short term. And overall, it's about a 5-year plan for Ethereum to get to where people envisioned it would be post the merge. So lots to be aware of, right? Don't get me wrong. I think the price discovery is going to happen in those 5 years, but we shouldn't be thinking that it's something that it isn't. At the moment, it's just Ethereum 2.0, but it's not Ethereum 3.0 where it needs to really be. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really interested to get your views and opinions. So the next thing that I wanted to cover off, again, just sort of touching on the point that I made a moment ago around, I guess, bugs and stuff like that. And this one is another interesting one. Push to cut Ethereum's network fees opens funds draining bug in scaling tool. So look, this is just what I'm kind of been saying for a long time around how buggy Ethereum pretty much is and is going to continue to be until they get to where they need to be. And I think they will get there, and I think they will do well, and I think they'll flourish. But I do prefer the likes of Cardano that haven't been rushed to market and have learned from other people's mistakes, basically, and also learned from what has worked really, really well in the space. And it's all peer reviewed, so I like all that sort of stuff. Moving on, and we've got the fact that we're being told that it's relatively stable despite significance of the merge, and it's estimated issuance is going to drop 90% to around 600,000 a year. So look, I think at the moment you're going to get probably this sort of thrown down your throats that Ethereum is something that it isn't quite yet. And the reason why they're trying to do this is because the wealthy are trying to build, pockets of liquidity so they can sell at a higher price on retail. So retail end up holding the bag, and ultimately, they will the ultra wealthy will end up buying it back at lower prices. So just be aware of what's going on when it comes to a lot of these crypto projects. And then the last thing that I really wanted to cover off was around sharding, and the fact that pretty much that's what's going to make Ethereum more scalable according to researchers. So I'm not going to get into the article. I just think it's another article that I'll drop into the Discord for you to read at your leisure, because I do think that there's an awful lot that Ethereum can perhaps learn from Cardano. It's just my opinion, but Cardano for me is probably one of the best, if not the best, proof of stake protocol out there, and it doesn't get its praise that it deserves. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was useful. I'm not trying to put a downer on Ethereum. I'm just trying to let people understand a little bit more about where Ethereum actually is from a technical standpoint right now, compared to where people are being told it is currently. And, you know, there's a lot of misinformation. So I think we should be aware of what's going on in a very volatile, scary world at the moment. And same with the markets, right? I expect lower lows. I've been saying this for a long time, and I just don't want retail to get caught out. So I'm trying to put this out. I'm coming from a good place. A lot of people might not see it that way, but that is, you know, the truth of the matter. Okay. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.